Welcome back into Hodge Podge here on this Thursday, January 21st. Aaron Salo has been patiently waiting in our Zoom studios this morning. Aaron, good morning. Thanks for being with us today on Hodge Podge.
You bet. Hopefully we can get over some of these technical difficulties I was having. But
no, not a problem. Not a problem.
Okay?
So, we've talked with Crystal Dibley at the FSA about the CRP program. Aaron, what would you like folks to know about Conservation Reserve Program?
Right. Just a reminder to folks that there is a general CRP sign-up going on. It sounds like you talked to Crystal, and we're very fortunate here in Becker County to have a great working relationship with Farm Service Agency, with Crystal and the rest of her staff. So we kind of work hand in hand with that program. We have the general CRP sign-up going on from January 4th to February 12th. So we're right in the midst of it. Landowners have the opportunity to offer their land into CRP. The unique thing with the general CRP sign-up is it's a competitive program. So landowners submit a bid more or less, and they receive a point score based on the practice type, the type of cover that they put out there, and sort of enhancements that they offer on their land. So nobody knows what the cutoff score is going to be, but that gets decided nationally after the sign up is over. And then we find out who gets in and who gets out. So unique challenge this year is just like everybody else is working with landowners. We did a lot of conservation at the counter. We did a lot of business by handshakes and standing over maps and brainstorming that way. So a little bit unique challenge this year, but thankfully the staff is on board and flexible, and so far so have all the landowners. So again, it's an opportunity to offer some land into the program. You receive a annual rental payment and establish some habitat as well. So it's kind of a win-win.
Aaron, is the RIM program, the Reinvest in Minnesota program, is that still an active program?
Yeah, RIM's still going on. RIM actually functions in several different programs. RIM is kind of the umbrella that is over top of several branches of programs that take easements. And so we have Phil Dahl in our office. He's kind of our easement expert, so to speak. And so we have easement opportunities on, for private landowners that have land adjacent to wild rice lakes. There's a area in the eastern part of the county as well that he's targeting for RIM in the trees, which is kind of a new deal for us. And then RIM goes hand in hand with CREP, which is a program that we work. It kind of marries together CRP and RIM, where producers get an annual payment through CREP, and then they also get a one-time incentive payment or an easement payment to place their land into that cover, essentially indefinitely. The term easement is a little bit off-putting, but it doesn't mean that there's any sort of public access or anything like that. It's basically you're basically selling the right to farm that land or to develop that land, and so it's a way to keep land in its natural state through into perpetuity. So.
Aaron, let's talk a little bit about what's going on with the tree program.
Sure. Yeah. Just another reminder that we have our tree program going on at Becker County Soil and Water. So, every year we send out postcards and post our tree order. And we take orders throughout the winter here. We have, talking about the trees that Marsha was referring to, we have any and all of those. It sounds like that you touched on. So anything from, evergreen trees to hardwoods and shrubs. They probably won't be as big as what Marsha was referring to as far as being able to prune them yet. So these are 12 to 18 inch transplants, bare root transplants. They come in bundles of 25. Again, you can submit your order through the mail. We used to take a lot at the counter, but again, being adaptable, we do have the breezeway open so people can drop off order forms and payment at the breezeway. We can't let anybody any further than that into our building, but those orders will be taken up until the day of pickup and sometimes beyond. We encourage people, if there's a species that you're really interested in, place your order early to ensure that it's available. So.
Aaron, we got 2 minutes left. I know you wanted to talk about walk-in access before we wrap things up.
Right. Yeah, walk-in access. It's a program that we actually help administer in partnership with the DNR. So they recognize that SWC has established a lot of relationships with private landowners, and this is another program that provides an annual payment for landowners. Walk-in access is not a good fit for everybody, but especially if there's absentee landowners, they can offer their land for public access, and so the public would purchase a stamp and from the DNR, and they'd be able to access that land through the hunting season, which would be September 1st through May 31st. And in return, landowners would receive $18 per acre as a payment. And one thing to advise them too is that the state does they take on the responsibility of any sort of liability insurance, so that there's no fear of somebody getting hurt on your property and lawsuits and that sort of thing. So it's another way to generate income for a landowner if they're open to having the public utilize their land for hunting purposes.
Aaron, if folks want to get in contact with you, how can they reach out to you?
Yeah, they can call the office here at 218-846-7360.
Marsha, I'm going to ask you the same question. If folks want to get in touch with you, give out your contact information.
Same phone number, 218-846-7360. We're glad to help you at Soil and Water.
We are always pleased to have you folks on with us each month. You guys take care. We'll talk to you guys coming up in February.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Aaron Salo and Marsha Watland with us today from Becker County.